Good morning, gurus. Welcome to another episode. Bitcoin is dropping on the Fed announcement that they're not reducing interest rates. And on that announcement, yesterday we had a drop from 70K, and then after the Fed announced, it came to 66,800, and then just fell off after the Fed announced that no interest rate reduction, that they're going to keep the interest rates up because inflation is not yet tamed. They said in September it might be better. Market cap 2.4 trillion, live viewers 10,000 on this now. Fear and greed index 61, so we're going back towards the fear. Funding fee got a bit cheaper, 0.5%. Bitcoin 64.6, and this was at the announcement of Jerome Powell. And this is when everyone's talking that we're capitalisms, that it's not communism or socialism. That's not true, because in capitalism, one man from the government coming to speak does not do this to the markets. So it's not we're on some pretend fake socialism, communism / capitalism, because it's not capitalism. Capitalism is not when one man comes up to speak on stage from the government and then destroys the entire market with just a few words. That's communism or socialism. This is not free capital markets. And this really changed heavily during COVID when they started printing money and took control. We're going to jump in charts for Bitcoin. We're going to look at my $264,000 Bitcoin trade, which is around $25,000 in the profits. And I'm going to look at the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies and Tesla. If you have any requests, let me know in this comment section down below. Any tickers, hit the subscribe button, smash up thumbs up, and turn on the bell. Let's jump into technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going into the technicals. Tesla was up yesterday 4%. World down 4%, Solana down 4% because of the Fed, because Jerome Powell said they're not increasing interest rates. That's when you had this big drop in the markets. Nasdaq, for some reason, went up after the Fed announcement, which is weird. And Meta pushing up after hours 7% on good earnings, it must be. Bitcoin 64,689. We always start on the weekly timeframes. On the weekly timeframes, I see straight away a giant cup and handle. So that's a very bullish technical pattern. Cup and handles play out like this. You get, I teach you in the crypto master course, it makes a cup, handle, and then the movement is the base of the cup. That's the movement that you expect. So we have a big bullish pattern forming on the weekly charts on Bitcoin with this big cup and handle, with the target being 115,000. Stochastic is still heading up. Volume still heading up. Crypto Guru bought still a blue buy, fired a blue buy in 2023. Get in the crypto master course. Hasn't fired a sell. Bitcoin indicator bot fired a sell, everyone. It fired a buy down here and it fired a sell up there. Bitcoin indicator bot fired a sell. I use all and the stochastic turning down on the weekly. You see that? Stochastic started to turn down on the weekly. Dangerous. On the daily, we're quite oversold. But Bitcoin right now, and the trade from yesterday activated that I set, my riskier trade activated from yesterday's video. I'll show you that in a minute. On the daily, there is clear channel, lower high. Look at that, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So it is trending down a little bit, but it is still in this big bull flag. And now I would consider this the first wave done. This can be a corrective wave now. So that could be considered the first impulse, everyone. First impulse done. If this is the second corrective wave, then we start the biggest of the impulse, second to third impulse, which will be less than the first impulse wave. So if that was the first corrective wave and this correction continues, that will be finished the first impulse wave, and the second to third impulse wave will be bigger than the first impulse wave. So that's my new count structure, I would say. Like that. Stochastic oversold. Trade activated from yesterday. Risk a safer trade at 62,200 did not yet activate. Let's go closer. On the 4-hourly, that trade from yesterday activated. It's close to hitting stop loss. The stop loss is at 64,381. Yesterday it activated. I'll show you how I called that trade in yesterday's video. Today, 5,600 viewers. 30th of July, so 1 day ago. And the trade at 64,849. The stop loss is at 64,000, so I only risk $800 per Bitcoin. And 64,849, fast forward 24 hours, 64,849 trade activated. Now this is the riskier trade. The safer trade is at 62 with a stop loss at 61. This one is risk toward 80, 660 risk to make $53,000 gain per Bitcoin. This one is a riskier trade that has now activated on the 4-hourly, but it looks like a little bit of a rounding top. And another pattern that's forming on the 4-hourly is a broadening rising wedge, which is bearish. This is a broadening rising wedge that's starting to form on Bitcoin. It's a bearish pattern, everyone. The only thing, stochastic on the daily is very oversold already. Extremely oversold for small drop. And you can see on the daily, every time the stochastic oversold like this, it was actually time to buy. But here it was oversold, a double bottom. That was time to buy. Here it was oversold, time to buy. Let's see where else we got. Here it was oversold, time to buy. Here it was oversold, time to buy. Here it was oversold, time to buy. So not really the time to be selling when the stochastic is oversold, as I teach you in the Crypto Master Course. The trade activated very close to hitting the stop loss. It activated 64849, stop loss 64600. Trade, yeah, it's currently 64,600, stop loss 64381. So very close to hitting stop loss. Let's see if this trade hits stop loss or it manages to get a bounce here. If you haven't taken a trade, I would keep the safer trade right now. It is quite risky. Or another one you could try to take is off this support here. If this breaks where we are right now and it hits stop loss, the trade will automatically close. But it is a strong support that we have here right now. So let's see if we manage to get a bounce on that trade. If not, I would keep that earlier trade and then keep that safer 62 trade as the one to use. In my opinion, just because it's very close. So those are the two trades I take on Bitcoin. This trade is now active, but it's very close to hitting the stop loss. It's only $200 away, and Bitcoin's still dropping further. I'll show you, if you want to trade like you're seeing me do underneath the video, go down below, sign up to Bybit, you get a $30,000 bonus. The main exchange I use for trading. It's got great liquidity. You don't lose money as much because you get less spike downs, and it's the second biggest trading exchange. Take the Crypto Master Course to learn this and join us in the Telegram. My trades right now in my account, it's a $264,000 trade. It's positive 23,000. This trade was positive 40,000 the day before yesterday. So this sell-off is quite a big one. It's right now Bitcoin getting sold off like crazy, actually 23,000. And I'm paying, what's the problem is paying still 1% fee on this trade, even though it's like very little volume, which is weird that the funding fee is still so high, 0.01 almost. So it's like a full-on funding fee, but the trade is negative, positive 23. It's weird. We're not getting much volume, much pumps, but the percent fee is high. It's interesting to see that when the percent fee is high and the volume is dropping off. Not looking so nice for Bitcoin right now. My account's 562 in this month. It went from 513. It went from 572 to 513 to 611 to 562. So I'm quite even. I would say slightly down on the month, 10K, but a wild roller coaster of amount. 513 to 611 back to 562. The market is not doing so amazing. Let's go into the total market cap of all crypto and Ethereum. And then I'm going to read your comments. Total market cap, 2.2 trillion. Well, a big drop. We were at 2.4 trillion a few days ago. Even yesterday, like 2 days ago, we were at 2.4 trillion. 2 days ago, 2.4 trillion. What a drop. We're talking a $200 billion drop from 2 days ago. $155 billion drop, or 6% to the market. Let's look on the longer term timeframes on the weekly. Steel cup and handle on the weekly. Bull flag also on the weekly time frame. We've got a bull flag, pole flag. Stochastic though on the weekly turning down. On the daily also, I think it would be oversold. Also oversold like on Bitcoin. According to the crypto market cap, this could be the ABC correction. Here. So we had fifth wave, then A correction, B bounce, and then we could get the C wave correction back to 2 trillion. So it could be another 10% drop to the market. It's very possible right now. I feel to close this. I don't know why, but I feel to close out everything actually. All my Bitcoin trades. I'm closing $23,000 in the profits. I made 23,800 profit just then. I'm going to close some spot positions. It's just my gut is telling me something is wrong. I don't know why. It's not based off the technicals. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm going to close out half my Bitcoin position. So $41,000 worth of Bitcoin. Sell 41,000. So I'm selling $41,000 worth of Bitcoin. It tried to close and then it, let's see if it managed to close this $41,000 worth of Bitcoin. And then drop like straight away as soon as I went to close it. Maybe my close dropped it. Okay, let's close $41,000 worth of Bitcoin. Closing, that's order submitted. Now I want to close some altcoins. So now I've got Bitcoin. MCRT I keep because not on any major exchanges. I'm buying more of it. Doge, 45K. Let's check out Doge. I'm modifying. Based off this, I think we can drop further. That FOMOC meeting kind of... So Doge, let's see. Doge on the weekly. Let's do everything off weekly time frames. Well, Doge on the weekly, we got a bounce off 8 cents, went to 14 cents, and it's already back to 12 cents. Volume weak, stochastic coming down. I would buy it again at 8.3. To be honest, at 0.083. Selling my Doge. Let's sell 70% of Doge, 34,000. Sell at 0.012, the current price. I'm selling 34,000 Doge. Let's see if it activates. Activated. Now I'm going to buy that Doge back at 0.08. I'm going to buy... How much did I sell just then? I sold 30... How much in dollars? The total order, it's broken up into multiple orders, but total 34,000. So I'm going to buy back, let's buy back $40,000 at 0.08 on a pullback. Maybe I'm wrong, guys. It's possible. So you have to do your own due diligence. It's not financial information. I'm just doing what I think is best right now. Total market cap could finish this C wave correction and then bounce off here. Let's see how we do. I expect to finish this C wave correction. I'm going to set an alert at this C wave correction and then try to buy back in if that does play out. Okay, alert set there. Let's look at whatever altcoins do I have. I have USDT 250, MCRT, Bitcoin 41, Uniswap 40K Uniswap. Uniswap I think will be good because of the Ethereum ETFs. I think Uniswap will do well because the Ethereum ETFs, but still Uniswap dropped off quite hard from just a few days ago. But it is oversold. Like on the daily, Ethereum Uniswap is oversold. The problem is volume dropping off, but on the weekly, it's also oversold on Uniswap. Time to enter Uniswap. To be conservative, I would be more secure with this weakness right now. I would do it at $5.70, try to buy in. It's not really worth it to close right now for me. Before these ETFs, if Uniswap starts buying, you've got buy areas at $5.80 and another strong one at $4.60. I could sell some. Yeah, let's sell a little bit and buy, but it could be a mistake. Let's sell 50%. Uni's not that necessary to sell, to be honest, at these prices, because even if it drops, and then I'm going to put buy orders at $5.80 and $4.60. So I sold 50%, which is 20,000. So I'm going to buy back 20,000. I'm going to buy back at $5.80. I'll buy 15,000 at $5.80, and at $4.60 I'll buy another 15,000. Now I'll buy 30,000 at $4.60. Okay, nice. Those are my orders set. So I've got MCRT, Bitcoin 41, World now, Uni 20K, Doge 10K. I'm reducing my positions. Worldcoin down 3%. World holding on this trend line, spiked to $3.30 and then pulled back to $2 over the last 2 weeks. It's oversold on the weekly, oversold on the daily. But to be honest, the volume seems to be just dropping off the last few days. Spiked to $3 and then pulled back. $1.80 is time to buy, $1.40 also. If it drops there, how much will it affect my position? So if it's a 15% drop or a 34% drop. So 15% drop on 38K would be 10% would be 3,000, so it'll be around 5,000. A 30% drop or 34% drop on 38K would be 10,000. So I could sell here and rebuy again. Let's sell 50% just in case. So I'm selling 20K worth at the current price, and I want to buy at $1.80 and $1.40. So now I'm selling World. I have 19K after this sales, so I'm going to buy more. So I'm going to buy another 20K at $1.80 and $1.40. $1.80 by 10K, or let's buy 15K. $1.80 by $15,000 worth, and $1.40 by $15,000 worth. So I'm buying $15,000 worth at $1.40 and $1.80. So now I've got USDT 272, MCRT 41K in Bitcoin, 38K in World, dropping to 19K, Uni 20, Doge 11, Pocket 7. So I reduced my positions and I closed my Bitcoin trade. Now I want to catch, where am I going to set my big Bitcoin trade? Sorry everyone, this is a bit longer video. 64,600. We're getting a little bit of a bounce here on the daily. To be honest, I'm not sure where I closed it. That's the first impulse. First to second corrective is done. Now, once that finishes, the first to second corrective, then we start the next Elliott wave count, the next second to third impulse, which is the biggest. My worry is we pull back to the 1 year trend line, which will be 61K. Major area of support now, I would say, is we've got strong support here, 63K, but really strong support. The actual main support, I would say, is at 59K, even 56K. So I'm going to make my trade back at 56K. So I'm going to do 3 Bitcoin at 58K. So add 3 Bitcoin at, no, let's do 5 Bitcoin at 58K. Open 5 Bitcoin at 58K, it'll be 290,000. And then I want to open another Bitcoin long at 56K. Let's split it up at 56K. Let's do 2 more Bitcoin. No, 3 Bitcoin, and at 54K, let's do another 3 Bitcoin. So you can see my orders: 3 Bitcoin at 54, 3 Bitcoin at 56, and let's do 3 Bitcoin at 58. Actually, So I'm opening a 9 Bitcoin trade, 9 times 50, say average 56, 9 times 56. 9 times 56 would be, 56 and 9 Bitcoin. It's going to be, so I'm opening around a $500,000 trades I've got set on Bitcoin. So those are my trades on Bitcoin to open. Those are my trades on spot to open. And that's my account. And that's my updates in the market, everyone. Again, if you want to learn all of this, go down below. Crypto Master, Bybit, sign up, you get that bonus, $30,000 bonus. Crypto Master course, learn all of this, learn how to trade, get 12 hours of lessons, and join us in the Telegram. Some of your comments I'm going to read now. These are your comments. Can you do an Elliott wave count for Doge? I think what I did is enough to know the supports now. Thanks, James. I received your reward. Greetings from London. Beautiful. Congratulations on winning, Donuts. Thanks for HBAR. You're welcome. Good morning. Israel has to be trolling, right? It like seems really familiar when the market seems to be on upward swing. They just make headlines. Yeah, it's really weird. James, please, I have not received your Israel must go. No, everyone pray for peace. Better, the world needs peace. Peace in the heavens, peace in the skies, peace on earth, peace in the waters, peace in plants, peace in the trees, peace in all the gods, peace in Brahman, peace in all things. Peace, peace, peace. It's a verdict quote. Greetings from Bryansky, Russia. No volume, first view. Thank you, everyone, for the beautiful comments. That's my updates in the market. I'm going to cut it at that because very low video. I just sold my Bitcoin positions in profit, 26,000 something dollars. It was $40,000 in profit 2 days ago, unfortunately. And I closed my positions and I set buy orders wrong at lower. Now, I could be wrong, everyone. This is not financial advice. You have to do your own due diligence. I'm showing you my trades. But I think right now, after this pump, I don't know, something is weird. When all that big news came out with Donald Trump, all this good news, we couldn't break 70 and then we pulled back. Should have closed it yesterday or the day before, actually. I kind of felt that there was some resistance there. Should have pumped more on Donald Trump's speech. It was too good of a speech. Be cautious out there. Let's see what happens now. I've got my buy order set down on a lot of different alts. If Bitcoin drops, they will all activate. And I want to always... At 16K, I was going heavy long and buying a lot of alts and spending a lot with 150K on this account. Now it's almost 550 or 500 and whatever, 70. But now at 60 or 70K, you need to be very cautious going heavy long. Love you all. Have an amazing day. Hope you learn a lot and I'll see you all again tomorrow.